Good morning, everybody. It's Mary Lee, Diamond Dinosaur 33 here with a whip and chat on this glorious, wonderful NFL football Sunday morning. So I figured, talk a little bit about myself. I don't think I've done that in any of my whip and chats. So it'll be enable you guys to get a sense of who I am a little bit. Also, on top of that, we'll talk a little football, see what's going to be happening in the NFL this week. So that being said, if you're a football fan, you have a favorite team, you want me to talk about a team, drop that in the comments, give me a like and subscribe, and I'm definitely willing to have a chat with anybody about some football. So let's get into it. My name's Mary Lee. I am married and I have one daughter. She's 28. She's also a diamond painter. However, I am a grandmom to two fur babies and a mom to two other fur babies. And they range in age anywhere from 10 or 11 to 16. So that being said, my 16-year-old boy, he does have dementia. So if I have to leave the video real quick, it's probably because he's somewhere in the house lost and he doesn't know how to find his way out of a room. So yeah, other than that, let's check it out. I'm working on the Wicked Witch Estate from Diamond Art Club. The artist is Cheryl Baker, and this is my grand prize entry for Drills and Chills. So I'm currently using the Tracy's DP World Drills and Chills packs or set. It came with Pumpkin Spice Latte and Autumn Magic. I'm currently using Pumpkin Spice Latte. And it also came with this really, really cute lily pad. I don't know if you know what lily pads are. If you don't, they're awesome. It's an awesome little invention. It's got a little sponge in here. You put a little bit of water on it, make it damp, and you use this to place your ABs. And this way you do not lose any of the AB finish of the drills. They don't stick. They don't pull your wax or putty out of your pen. So lily pad, great little invention. Use them all the time. I'm currently in my single placer. I'm using the WE-Wax Drills and Chills 2025 special wax. It's called Big Macintosh. And yes, it does smell exactly like an apple. I also have last year's WE-Wax Drills and Chills, which is Drills and Chillax. So I might use that for my next one. Not sure. And then I have this Zodiac Shadow Straightener, which I love because it's just so small and easy to, it's just easier to handle than the big white ones. And my trinket tray is from Carissa's Creations. It's the Drills and Chills 2025 beaker bottle. I think it's called a beaker bottle, I'm not sure. My tray is from Bijou Bliss. It is the Drills and Chills tray for Drills and Chills 2025. Bijou Bliss is my go-to tray. I love their trays. They're fantastic. And then my pen I'm using is from Madwood Turney. I don't know if you can see her, but it is a little witch inside there. And here's her little cauldron, and there's bubbles, 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 toils and troubles, right? And her little, she's flying on her broom. So, let me turn this light on, and we can get started. So how is everybody? Is everybody fine on this glorious Sunday morning? I like to, actually like to do videos on Sunday mornings just because I feel like it's quiet. Everybody's still asleep except some of my dogs. I think one is just walking around. Yes, my little dementia boy is in here as well, so he likes to be in the craft room. I'm also using these Drills and Chills 2024 release papers from Crafts with Crashly. I have new ones coming, but they haven't come in yet, so sorry about that. So, do any of you guys have dogs, puppies? Because, you know, we all love puppies. How can you not love puppies, right? Puppies they're fantastical little babies, right? I love dogs. They're probably my favorite animal, along with a skunk. I love skunks. I think skunks are the cutest little things ever. Actually, as a child, I had 2 skunks. They were descented, and they were just fantastic little creatures. They were so cute. So, yeah. Love me some skunkies. I also had a pig. I had 2 pot-belly pigs, too. So that they were fun, too. But, yeah, I've had them all. Okay. So, if you guys are taking part in any kind of Halloween event, I'd love to hear which ones you're doing. I'm currently doing Drills and Chills, Bella Art Day Nicole's Spooktacular event, and I'm doing Cozy and Spooky. So I try not to do too many because then I get confused. So sometimes we don't need any confusion. And when I say confusion, I mean like, did I post the progress picture for this week? That's what I'm talking about. Not confused as to who I'm doing or what I'm doing, but confused as to not remembering if I posted my progress picture. I think what makes it a little bit easier is we can use the same picture for all of these events. So it's just, you know, it's a one-time thing. So, seems like the weather here in Pennsylvania is going to be a little bit more warm today. It's nice right now. I think it's probably like in the 68 or 69, maybe even low 70s. But I don't like the humidity. I don't think anyone likes the humidity. I feel sorry for my team today. They're going to be playing in Florida. The temperature on the field will be like 100 degrees. Like, ugh, the worst. The worst. But it is what it is. It is weather, you know. So, before I really get into in depth with this, I thought, you know, let me do something fun if I'm going to be talking about football. My husband and I do this thing on ESPN in the app. It's called Pigskin Pick'ems. It doesn't cost anything. It's just fun. You create a little team and you just make your football picks for the week. You don't have to pick the point spread or anything like that or who's going to score the first touchdown. It's nothing like that. You're just picking teams. It's a great, fun thing. I used to do that with my mother as a little girl. We used to have a notebook and we used to sit there and handwrite all the games out for the week and we'd pick which one we wanted, and we used to keep a tally record, and it was just a really fun thing that my mom and I used to do. And that's exactly what this reminds me of, but now it's more electronic, right? So, that being said, Thursday's game on Prime was the Seattle Seahawks against the Arizona Cardinals. The Seahawks won by 3. So, yeah, that was my pick for that game. So, that was exciting. I'm glad that they won. You know, go Hawks. I do like the Seahawks. My husband is a Seahawks fan. Yeah, and he's been a Seahawks fan for years. So, I don't know if we'll ever get that Seahawks that we had with the Legion of Boom and everything, because that was great. That was a really fun time to watch my husband experience that, and his team was winning, and that was a really good time. And my daughter, actually, her favorite football player is Richard Sherman, and she started off liking the Seahawks, but she's since then, as my husband liked to say, has become a traitor and switched sides. So we do have an early game today on NFL Network. The Vikings versus the Steelers. I picked the Steelers, or I'm sorry, I picked the Vikings. I think they're playing in Dublin today, I think. I picked the Vikings. We'll see how that plays out. They do not have McCarthy. I don't even know how long he's out, to be honest. I don't think he's out for the season. But they're using their current quarterback, which is a la Carson Wentz. So, yeah. So I guess by default, I feel like I kind of got to cheer for the Vikings because of Carson Wentz. So there's that. And then the 1 o'clock games, I chose the Commanders over the Falcons, the Bills over the Saints, which that might be a slaughter, the Lions over the Browns. I also picked the Patriots over the Panthers, the Chargers over the Giants. Of course, I chose the Birds over the Bucks, the Texans over the Titans, the Rams over the Colts, the Niners over the Jags. I chose the Ravens over the Chiefs, the Bears over the Raiders. Of course, the Packers over Dallas. I'm highly looking forward to that game. just because I want to see Micah Parsons constantly hit Dak Prescott. It's going to be glorious. And then I chose the Jets over the Dolphins. And for tomorrow night's game, I chose the Broncos over the Bengals. Broncos are a good team this year. Their defense is balling out. Bo Nix is doing really well. I'm not quite sure the Bengals really have a chance. I mean, without Joe Burrow, I don't know. I feel bad for Joe. I think they really need to get they need to build around Joe Burrow because he's such an elite quarterback and he just doesn't have the weapons around him for him to be successful. And, I always hear, oh, Jalen Hurts, he's got all these superstar players around him. Well, the last I checked, when you have a franchise quarterback, you're supposed to build your team around said quarterback and give him the weapons he needs to be successful. So please stop crying and move on and do the same thing for your team. What else did I do? So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Packers. I'm kind of interested in the Ravens-Chiefs games as well. I mean, just to see, the Chiefs were so dominant for so long, and now I feel like they're just, I don't know, like I always tell my daughter, every dynasty will eventually fall. Like people hated on the Patriots just because they were winners. I'll be the first one to tell you, I wasn't a Tom Brady fan when he was playing football. I really wasn't. But now, like with him being a commentator and watching some stuff that he's been on, he's got a lot of charisma and personality. So I love to listen to him when he's doing commentary because he's so passionate about the game itself. And he's so insightful and he explains things very, very well. So props to TB12. Love him. Sad we're not getting him today because our game is not at 4 o'clock. My daughter did say something that the Eagles game was going to be moved because of a storm, but I have not heard that. I have not seen that. And to be fair, hey, listen, rain, sleet, or snow, Eagles train to go. But there's no mention of heat in there, so that's what's kind of concerning to me. But you know what? It's just a state of mind. You guys played in heat all preseason and camp. Relax, move on from it. I want my team to win today. Will I be surprised if they don't? No. They have always struggled with the Bucs, and I don't quite understand why we always have to go to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers and why they do not have to come to Philadelphia. Thoughts to ponder about that, right? Interesting. But I'm not a conspiracy person. A little bit about my background in football is when I was a little girl, my mom loved football. And one of my brothers, he played football. He was a wide receiver or a tight end or something in high school. So my mom just loved football. So when we were growing up, my sister fell in love with the Dolphins. She's quite a few years older than me, so I just kind of tailed along behind her and said, oh yeah, I like the Dolphins too. I like the Dolphins on their helmets and I like their colors, blah, blah, blah. But my mom always told me that it's great to be a fan, but in order to appreciate your team and the fandom, that you should really learn the game, the rules, and respect the game and love the game. Love the game of football. It'll make picking your team easier and you'll be able to appreciate things more. Because you'll be able to see the game from you'll be able to see it from a fandom perspective, like with a rivalry, but you'll also be able to see it on the other side as well. So that being said, that's exactly what I did. So I don't think there's any team I dislike. I do dislike the Cowboys because I just think I don't know. I saw them for the first time this year on opening day, and I just didn't like the way they carried themselves as they were playing. And yes, I know that Jalen Carter spit on Dak. I understand that. And yes, he was suspended one game and fined, whatever. I get that. But you look at that video footage, Dak did spit first. Whether the spit hit him or not, it did hit his defensive lineman, it looked like. But you still spit first, dude, and you spit in his direction, and that's considered taunting. and you walked away with nothing. So I'm kind of over these whole taunt fines already. Can you know let the guys play football, please? They're allowed to celebrate, and I don't want to hear about taunting. We're all big guys here, you know. It's what football is. We taunted each other when we were children. Please stop. The NFL is literally becoming the no fun league for sure. But anywho, so with my mom, you know, I grew up in a neighborhood that was all boys, all boys. The girls that were here were either a lot younger than me or they were my sister's age. So I had to play with the boys, and there used to be a field next to my house, and we used to play football and baseball there. And when I say we were playing football, we weren't playing no flag football, girl. We were playing tackle football. And back then, the NFL was selling little costumes for kids. They had little shoulder pads and pants and stuff and little jerseys and a helmet. It was the coolest thing ever. And all the kids in the neighborhood were Cowboys fans because the Cowboys were big back in the 70s, right? Roger Staubach, Tony Dorsett, you know, they were huge back then. Winners. Unlike now, but that's a whole story for another day. Anyway, all I wanted for my birthday was a Cowboys uniform so I could be like the other kids on the field. And my parents went to the store to get me one so I could play football with the boys. And I did get a football uniform, but unfortunately there were no Cowboys in the store, and my parents bought me an Eagles. So you would look out on the field and you would literally see about 15 kids out there, 16 kids. And of the 16 kids, 15 would have blue stars and one would have green wings on their helmet. So kind of made it easier for my mom to spot anyway. But so I still have my helmet that I had when I was a child. And I've been an Eagles fan ever since. So yeah, go Birds, for sure. So that's my backstory of the NFL and why I love football so much. Props to my mother. What else can we talk about? So let's get to diamond painting. What is y'all favorite tool to use? Like, I love diamond painting in general. I love everything about the hobby. And literally since I got my craft room, I never want to leave it, to be honest. But my workspace is very mobile. Like, I work on a architect table that you can raise the table, you know, pull it up, lay it down flat, whatever. And it's on wheels. So I am able to very easily wheel my table in front of the TV in my family room so I can watch football all day if I choose to. But I love my craft room. This is where you can find me when I am not working or sleeping. Always in my craft room. It used to be a kitchen, a second kitchen, and my daughter's, when she first started dating her boyfriend, he was in between jobs waiting for stuff to clear so he could start his new job. And he was looking for things to do, so I had him rip the kitchen out. So he took out, sorry guys, my nose is running, allergies. He took the kitchen out, took out all the appliances, put down a new countertop, kept all the cabinets because I needed for storage. And made me a diamond craft room, and I love it. So I spend most of my time in here, but I do have a lot of canvases. I'm probably almost up at 200 by now. Probably not nearly enough. Not nearly. I won't get half of these done in my lifetime probably, but maybe, you never know. One of my favorite things though are pens. I love pens. I've always loved pens, even regular ballpoint pens. You know, when I'm working, I have to use the same pen all the time until it runs out of ink. So yeah, I do love collecting pens for sure. So diamond painting pens just made it even worse. So I love them. I love to use things that are ergonomic and feel good in my hand, for sure. So I do have a lot of pens. I think I'm probably up close to almost 100 pens right now. I have 2 blanks out there waiting to be turned. I just ordered another pen from Butterfly Effect Wares yesterday. And I think I have a pen coming from Lady Lathe Works and one coming from Poshy. And I literally just went through my pens. I'm going on a retreat next July, RVA Sizzling Summer Retreat. And I wanted to donate some pens for auction or for a basket because it's for a good cause. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what it is, but it's for domestic abuse. I can find out that information and put it in a later video or post it on my Instagram and TikTok and Facebook if you guys want that information. So I ended up like pulling like 16 pens that, you know, I can go ahead and be done with and share. And a friend of mine who's in our group, she had a pen that she really didn't like. I liked it. It was Fordite. I don't really have any Fordite pens because they're very pretty, but I really have to see one that I really, really like. And this one I really, really liked when she showed me. So I happened to have one that she liked. So we did kind of a swap. So her pen is on her way. She should be receiving that Wednesday. So shout out to Beth for sharing her Fordite pen with me. Excuse me, one quick, guys. I have to go get my little dementia guy, my patient. I'll be right back. Sorry, you're going to have a little bit of silence. You're a good boy. But I need you to stay back here for right now, okay? Get in your bed. You'll be all right. Apologize, guys. But hey, that's life, right? No video is perfect because you have life going on around you. So if you're going to be watching a video of mine, just remember, life happens. And this is where we are. Because if I stop the video, then I got to restart. And I'm just not all about that. Yeah, so shout out to Beth for her pen swap that we're doing. So I still have my box of pens. So, and if I go through them again and I come up with more, the organizer, shout out to Yvonne from Shenanigans with the Burbs. The Burbs, she's doing her thing. She does the retreat, so she can pick whatever pen she wants to use, and then anything else I'll just sell at the retreat or put on the table, whichever. You know, you go through things so you can make room for new, as my husband would say. That's why you're doing it. Well, yeah, sure, okay. So that being said, if you guys do like pens, who's your favorite pen turner? Or company, pen company, because I know you like a Madwood Turning. There's Butterfly Effect Wares, Lady Lathe. My absolute favorite is Swampwood. Their pens are gorgeous, and I do love Madwood Turning. I like the hybrid style, so I tend to really gravitate to them. And they're a heavier, thicker pen for me, which I feel is, when you have long fingers, I think a fatter pen is sometimes what works best, especially when you have long nails. So, you know, I tend to enjoy my talons very much. Talons, see, I can take that right back to the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Ah, terrible. Horse showing in, go Birds. Oh yeah, that's another thing, guys. I'm currently an affiliate for Painted Maeve diamond painting, so check them out, paintedmaeve.com. I got my first kit for them yesterday, and I did an unboxing. I put it on my channel. The kit is called Gingerbread Lane. I'm really happy with how it looks. Its symbols are very clear. I did not open the drills, but they look okay because they're like in the clear little Ziploc bags. They're all individually wrapped. So they look like they're going to be okay too. So I'm really excited to start this. So if you happen to check out their website and you see something you like, use my discount code GoBirds33 and you'll get 20% off your order. And that code is always available to you. Just put that in there and you're good to go. So and yes, because I am an affiliate, I do get 10% of whatever is purchased in that regard. But please don't even use that. Don't even think about that for me. I just want you guys to enjoy the painting because some of their paintings are really nice. Like I found one on there, I think it's called Pink Present Porch or something like that. And it's not usually something that I would pick up or even look at, but it caught my eye, and it's a Christmas canvas. The door is pink and they have like pink presents around it, and it's decorated for Christmas, the porch, and it's just so pretty. I'm like, oh my God, I really like that. And then they just came out with another one I saw on their site, and it's for Halloween, and it's the same scenario, but the door is orange and the pumpkins are all around. Like it's really, really cute and pretty. So I might have to get that one. Oh, another thing too, the artist on the Painted Maeve canvases is Painted Maeve. They are the artist. So you're not going to see like, you're not going to have to worry about, oh, I can't find the artist. I can't find the artist. The artist is Painted Maeve. So definitely check them out. I like checking out new shops and small shops. They have 3 different types of canvases. So the first canvas would be just your standard classic. I think they call it standard. And it's just, where the edges are just square. They're not scalloped or anything. And the material is fabric. And then they have the premium canvas, which is more like this. It's a kind of velvet, and it's got the scalloped edges, like the Diamond Art Club. And then the other one is premium edge canvas, where you don't have any white border. They take the picture, the artwork, and they extend it all the way to the end of the canvas. So that's what I decided to try because I've never seen it. And it's so pretty, and I like it a lot. Like it's really, like I would probably buy another. Like if I was going to buy the one with the pumpkins, I would probably definitely choose that premium canvas. Definitely would do that. And I should probably just show you, like, hold on, let me get my iPad. Hold on. Real quick. I know we're doing a whip, but let me see if I can find it. Sorry, guys. It might be fun, exciting. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find that canvas. There it is. Isn't it pretty? I love it. I thought it was so cute. So cute. Like the oranges pop. I love it. I love it. What was the other one? Pink. That was the one that caught my eye. Right? Just very plain. Some pink presents there. Yeah. So definitely check them out. I mean, I'm glad that I did when they reached out to me. So I'm very happy with the fact that I chose to go on and check out their stuff. I didn't want to really talk that much about them until I saw what their canvases were like. And I'm so happy with it. I'm excited to do it. So please check them out. If you see something you like, again, Use that code GoBirds33. Get yourself 20% off. Every little bit helps, you know, when you're getting a sale and stuff like that. So definitely check them out. PaintedMave.com. Yeah, so again, what is your favorite? I know I feel like I'm going all over the place. I wanted to hop back to the accessories. Like, do you prefer trays? Like, what's your what is the thing that you're doing when you're diamond painting that you obsess most about? Some people obsess about pens. Some people obsess about canvases. You know, some people just want the canvas and they use the actual toolkit that comes with it, because you can do that if that's what you're comfortable with. I mean, when I first started, I used the toolkit that came with it because I didn't have anything else. But then I realized very quickly that this pen is not nice to use and it is not ergonomic for me. So I had to start looking for other pens. So yeah, why is my Alexa, stop? I don't know why she's going off, but whatever. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's kind of it for me. I know this is a little bit of a long whip-in chat because, you know, I don't really, I've really done long ones before, but, you know, I thought it'd be fun to talk about different things and be a little bit more talkative today about my own life, you know, that I have dogs and I've, you know, my little guy with dementia, you know, I talked to the vet. He's physically healthy. He just has dementia. His senior blood work was fine. You know, he needs a lot of extra care. Like, he really can't be left alone. And he's got to be on a ritual. Like, he's on a very strict schedule. So, yesterday he was a little thrown off because he was at the groomers. So when he came back home, he just wanted to just walk around. But sometimes he starts doing that and he just won't stop. And it's kind of like, okay, buddy, you know, you have to stop. You have to take a nap. And I'll put him in a stroller. When I put him in a stroller, he'll lay down. It's like a safe space for him. He'll lay down and he'll go right to sleep and take his nap. So, but my girls who, they're also older. They're over, I think they're 12 and 13 or 11 and 12. They take naps as well. I put them in their crates and put their sheets over them. They take a nap every day. Their trainer said that's very good for them. Dogs should be taking naps. They do take nappy naps. So yeah, guys, that's all I got. So I'm going to continue to work this canvas and hopefully I can get it done. Watch me some football all day today. Go Birds. If you're not a Go Birds fan, you're not an Eagles fan, I hope your team wins, whichever team you like. So yeah, let me know what team you like. We can talk about them if you want. You want to have a conversation about football? You let me know. We'll talk about whatever team you want to talk about, including the Cowgirls, if that's what you want to talk about. I'll talk about them too. Maybe I'll finish the thing on Netflix, The Gambler and His Cowboys. I haven't finished it yet, and maybe I'll finish that and we can discuss that. Maybe I'll put something together for football rivalries and we can talk about rivalries too. That'd be fun, if you like that kind of thing. So let me know. Let me know if you guys have dogs, what you like using. If you don't like this video, you can tell me that too, but just be kind in your comments, please. So that's it. That's all I got. So you guys have a great day. Enjoy your day. Again, check out Paint It Mave. Use that code GoBirds33 for your discount if you like something. Yeah, go Birds. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.